Why don't you just make Blitz great again then? So I will be playing a bunch of OSS. I think I've sold out for most of the tournaments for tomorrow. I'm gonna double check in the lobby. I know it's not right. We will go for bet check bet pretty often with this hand. Bet check call. There's a couple more. We got a bluff from the king six, which I think is, yeah, fine. Not 100% sure if appealing here. I think we are in these positions when we've 3-bet, but we're not with. I think queen 10 suited just folds. I think like. Actually unsure about this one when we do 3-bet. I'm pretty sure it appeals. Take a jack. Yeah, I guess we'll probably end up just calling down this hand. Jack of spades or something would be nicer. One would assume. 10 of hearts is pretty shit. Never want to bluff this, right? I wonder if there's argument for it. I doubt it, but... We beat the 10-9. Kind of a nice river, because we might have to be faced with a decision otherwise, so... Nice. Get a call from ace-10. Really nice river. Some nice rivers about today, hopefully. Hopefully it stays that way. He unironically he's playing 13-1-1. So he basically doesn't raise, and if he does, it's aces. He limp called kings, he limp 3-bet aces. So if you get limp 3-bet, you know what's happening. He fucking loves ice cream, doesn't he? That's a shit river. Do I ever want to check raise this hand? I think this does okay as a check raise. So we're going to go for it. And I think this size is good. I think we need to find this every now and then. And I think it's a good one to do it with because a7 is a hand that's going to double check back and we block that, so. From a 10s here, we are going to 4-bet though. Come in with a cold 4, especially when it's, I think this guy's a wreck. So he will likely be 3-betting a bit wider. Might be the hand that I called 4-bet fold. I think we're supposed to call against what jams in position because it's meant to be like ace, king, and kings a bunch. So I think we're supposed to call this. I will double check because he doesn't jam jacks. He might jam queens, and you might see people jam aces, but no. Seven. So I'm not sure if it's in that exact dynamic, but I know that 10s will get it in more often than jack. Sorry, halfway there. I don't know if it counts as being halfway there, I guess. Because we have 1.5 buy-in, but we need to win another 2.5. Tens again. It was good to us last time. And this is my issue with being 120 deep, because it's going to make a difference if we start 4-bet getting in 10s here. Not in theory, but in practice when people aren't going to be jamming as much and, you know, stuff like that. So I end up just calling 10s a bit more when I'm 120 deep, which is fine. There's not much of an EV loss. But it just means I end up being a bit too passive, I think, with a bunch of my range. Check, check, and unless you have really small bets here, I don't see that much merit to betting this hand. Maybe a bit. I think he's more likely to bet 8s and 9s on flop than he is kings and queens. Against the third, we sort of side call and then probably fold river. I guess it's quarter pot, probably call, but not really happy with it. Even like the turn isn't particularly good. Guess we check call once more and probably fold river. Guess do this and like bluff some, I don't know, 9-7 of clubs, 9-7 of diamonds for the size. I think is pretty fun. And this hand just bat folds. Doesn't matter if he bluff raises us with a spade or whatever. It might even be on the cusp of too thin. Someone was asking if this guy's a reg on it. Right, it gets real awkward now. I might just have to stack off versus anything. Yeah, it's a bit sad that, but I just think I kind of have to stick it in. I wonder if I'd have been happier with him just jamming here. But oh, that's nice flop that. Hey Stokes, you're saying there's a chance. I bet a third here. Ice bank raises. Checks, and now might just bet call here and just like bet like 10%. And then I don't know if he jams like 5-4 suited if he does jam. I don't think I'm gonna fold a top pair now. Welcome back, farting potato lord. Seems like he's off on one today, Ice Bank. In the land, so we go to for love. Not quite a spot where we get to jam, but do we want to have big bet here? I think big bet makes sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah, big bet again, and then be in a bit of a growth spot if we get check jam done. Still think we want to bet this hand. And like I think a lot of his stuff that's gonna check jam turn will just check raise flop. I don't know, probably bet call and fucking hate it. Alright, come on then, 8s. I'm not always 3-betting this in these positions, so when I do, I think I'm always just gonna peel the 4-bet. 3, 9, 7. Alright. Yeah, just easy call versus that size at least. 8-ball corner pocket. Not a deuce ball. And then it gets kind of interesting with a hand like this. I think that this is a pretty reasonable hand to call down. Based on you unblocking a bunch of like king 10s and stuff like that that might bet that jam. So I actually think 8s is an okay hand to call down with. What size would I... Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this and actually bet fold the hand now, because I don't think like ace king or something is going to check jam. And then it's going to be one of the worst hands we're betting on turn. I think it's a weird one. I might check like jacks and bet 8s just because, you know, for the time he has king 10 of diamonds, like if he folds like king 10 of diamonds, it's somewhat of a win for us. We'll play some shoves here. Again, I play shoves a lot with kings and ace king, but I don't know if we We don't have a peel, do we? No, I don't think we have a peel. So Rod's low, so we'll go for the normal size 4-bet. Run it twice in case we get it in. If he wants to run it twice. Goes for the peel. And we flop top set. I'm just going to quarter with range, I think. Any pocket nines about? Yeah, I'm on a 2, and I think we're gonna want some checks as well with hands like queens and shit. So, I think check turn. I guess just check call here. And check call 100% of rivers. I wonder if we raise here much. Shouldn't have queen 10. I don't think. I fucking hope not. I wonder if jacks is possible. I think jacks should check back turn in a 4-bet pot. Queen's alright, so I guess check jamming the turn might not work. Could you not just jam pre, please? Any yellow tags that have been playing, I do appreciate it. Hopefully I can get something sorted with the bonus. You know, ideally the bonus runs it next month as well. Or reruns, I should say. Yeah, because that would be nice. I even checked, I was even on Stars earlier looking at the scoop stuff and looked at their cash games and 200 Zoom wasn't running, so. I don't like that thing. I think I'm going to call and then potentially bluff on a club, but I think this is... I don't know if we do call this, but I'll explain it in a minute and explain why. Queen 10 would just fucking suck all the balls. It's not like Queen 10 of spades. I guess got like Queen 9 of spades, which should bet here. I guess. Don't know what he wants to do here with his range. I'm not folding. Queen 9 of spades. 8-9. A 500 big blind stack. Boys, we did it. Right. GG's. See ya. Yeah, that was a really interesting hand. I knew that this guy was aggressive in certain spots, but I think 8-9 takes somewhat the piss. Let's see if we can just fucking spike a 9-ball. Oh my god, I knew it was going to be the first card. I felt it was going to be the first card. That's so weird. So weird. I was like, I bet it's the first card that fucking pings out. What are the chances? Do a bunch of betting here. Yeah, just going to bet through. Bit more polar on the queen turn, I think. You can definitely have like 6-5 and probably 10-jack suited here as well. But he's got some queen-jack suited and stuff. And ace-queen of diamonds. Icebank had 4-3 suited in a 4-bet pot. Oh my god. What a cooler. Oh my god, I've got quads. I swear to god, if you've got 5-6 of fucking... If you've got 5-6 of hearts or 10-jack of hearts and this is not... And this is on ACR and not GG, I will cry. And we'll get slow rolled as well, so... It'll be so sad. Just because it'd be no bad beat jackpot, right? Nice. So again, King 7 deuce. Pretty disconnected. No straight draw, so this is a board where, especially into the gun as well, I'm just going to bet range. Is Eric here? Hello, Eric. I didn't even clock you. Magic. Hello, guys. Sorry for those I didn't say hello. Amy, hello. Yeah, I'm gonna just bet and then probably be forced to check back on river. I think jacks is a really good hand to bet. So, and I think that on boards like this, you know, I want to have some give ups, but I think I'll end up. I mean, kind of dead though, bro. Literally, 11 days ago, this was 0 across the board for basically the entire day, and now the games are running. Have been running every single day for the past 10 days. Yo, Vegas Ryan with the 12 months. God, I don't hear the alert box, man. It really pisses me off because I cannot figure out how to do it. I think I have a pretty good bluff catcher on river. Blocking that ace 5, 5, 4. I think his value is going to come from like... Because I don't think he's betting ace X like this. And then we unblock all the 7, 8, 6, 7, stuff like that. Like random 10, 8. So I actually think this is a pretty good bluff candidate. Bluff catcher candidate. With blocking the 5. So I expect to see a like Jack 9 and Ace Jack. Specifically here. For value. Yeah, well, I block that, and you should fold it pre, you absolute lemon. That call a load of nonsense, so our bluffs have to come from, like, ace-jack suited. I don't know, whatever else. I'm going to check this one. Am I going to check this one back? That's wrong. Yeah, go on then. I normally bet this combo, especially with the jack. Yo, Lee with the 17 months in a row as well. Thank you very much, Lee. Welcome back for 17 months. I know, devastating, isn't it, Lee? Right, I got a flush. I don't really know what size to bet. I guess I can just bluff like this to try and fold out Queen X when I do. When we get check raised, I cry and then call. The issue here is it better to call like Queen Jack and King Jack than it is to call Jack 5 of diamonds? I think this hand calls and my nut flushes fold and then my like Jack X of diamonds, Jack... Yeah, I think calling this one, I don't want the nut flush here. Because I think his ace X with the ace of diamonds takes that line. And I think his king queen, I don't know. That's a really weird one. It might just be better. Like, the thing is, it's not better to call like king. Like, is it better to call king? I think that's a weird one. I'm basically calling that because I don't know. I don't know what's good to call with. Because king queen blocks, king jack blocks both, but it unblocks king queen. Interesting hand. What do you think about it, Liam? What do you think should be calling river? Besides the occasional boat. I think specifically the jack high flush is dead good. Dead good to call with. I like it. You know what else is dead good? Top 2 pair against Ice Bank. Not the biggest fan of the king turn. Could be a good card, could be a bad one. And then I'm going to pop the river and hope I don't get jammed on. And then, I don't know what we do there. Probably bet fold. Odds and stuff. Then I check here. And... I don't think I want to bluff now. I have showdown, even though I don't really have much. I guess I could have like ace 4 suited with one of the 2 combos actually I lose to now. So, but it's most likely gonna have overpowers and just. I was gonna go for the check raise here. I think it's check calling. The problem with check calling here is like the time where I have the best hand, he might just bluff river, and then the time when I have the best hand that might, you know, fold some stuff out, it's going to be like, and when it comes like a 9, I then just have really bad clarity where I'm just never check calling river. And I should fold out, maybe I don't fold out ace 10, but I think I end up being, I think I play those hands fine in a theoretical sense, but I think I end up maybe not under-realizing my equity, but I think I end up like letting them over-realize their equity and losing the hand too often because of the way I play it, even though I probably play at the highest EV. But maybe it's just a case of that's been happening a lot over the past. You know, I've been playing a lot of those hands over the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Yeah, so I think assuming games will carry on running, we'll set out with a very nice actual amount of profit today as well, I would imagine. Look at that, I got $1,000 there. Very nice. So we're going to be up probably about, I would guess about, well, maybe less than, I was going to say about 3 buy-ins, maybe 4, but might be less. I'm not really too bothered about what the profit is and stuff. I've been more concerned about just trying to get the pools running and make Blitz great again, basically. So anyone that's in the pools, if you're in 200, if it starts to die, it shouldn't, but if it does, please let me know and I'll log back in and jump on.